All right, awesome. Welcome to the Bitching Dead. We are your hosts, Bekah, Farid, and Tara. We are a webcast from the minds of the geeky area, and we're here to bitch about stuff and things because somebody has to do it. If you've not seen the last half of Fear of the Walking Dead season 5, I think that's what it was. Also, the first, I don't care at this point, and the premiere episode for season 10, please turn back now. We don't give a shit that you care about spoilers.
If you're listening to this as a podcast, please remember this is recorded live, so we aren't exactly sure what's going to happen. Please forgive us for any technical difficulties or accidental or intentional swears. You can join the conversation with the hashtag #TheBitchingDead.
We'd like to remind all of you that the views expressed on this webcast are those of the hosts as individuals and do not necessarily represent the geeky area or the webcast itself as a whole.
As a whole.
Okay, so now that we've got that out of the way,
at this point, we should just remove the disclaimer and be like, this webcast does reflect the views of everybody at the geeky area who watched the show.
Who watches the show, which is just
the show. Yeah, at this point. Like whenever I came in, I was sitting in the chair on Sunday and I was like, I have to get through these. I have to get through these episodes. Oh my God. So I watched like 6, I think, no, 5. And my parents came in and my dad was like, what the hell are you watching? I was at The Walking Dead and he was like, ain't that show over already? And I was like, no. So, but they sat down and watched a little bit of Fear the Walking Dead. And my dad was like, this is just as stupid as I remember it being. And I was like, great.
Cersei falling off her throne back there, by the way.
Cersei's fallen. Oh, I thought you were talking to me, and I was like, I don't have a throne.
No, just adjusting my background. News, because somehow there's still news.
Yeah,
about these shows.
Big surprise, the ratings have continued to fall for Fear the Walking Dead, and it's now close to 1.2 million live views, and that's a drop from the average 2 to 3 million it used to get. I wonder why it's dropping, because it's such an awesome show. Why aren't people watching it? Morgan is so amazing. He's the best addition to the series.
He's he's the Avada Kedavra for shows. I'm telling you what. Like you cast Morgan in a show. It's just the character Morgan. I'm sure Lenny James is a great person. If you're watching this, Lenny James, I know you're not, but Morgan is the kiss of death. He ruined The Walking Dead. He ruined Fear the Walking Dead, and now they're going to put him in the third one probably, and it's also going to ruin that. But it's already ruined because they made a third one.
In his travels from Alexandria to out west for Fear the Walking Dead, he's going to run into whatever this new show is.
Isn't it supposed to be in Virginia? The new one?
I have no idea.
Oh wow!
I've read zero. Like I know you guys have been sending articles and stuff. I've read zero of the articles.
Oh, good. Okay, you know what, Farid? Let's just send them to each other then, since we're the only one.
I keep meaning to read them, and then I get distracted by things I actually care about.
I just look at the pictures.
You know what? The Walking Show episode should be like that. Just show screenshots, not the entire episode.
We should. Oh my gosh! Screenshots. That is yes.
I just want the 2-minute recap. That's all.
Yeah.
We can start doing a 2-minute recap.
Without Judith's voice, not her voice.
Without Judith's voice. Oh yeah.
We'll talk about that later.
If Morgan is the Walking Dead, he just goes into every series and infects them and ruins the show.
Is the Walking Dead? He just goes.
Why? No.
What did you do? What did you do?
Nothing. I did nothing wrong. I was trying to it said The Walking Dead is live or the Fear the Walking, or you know what I mean. I was gonna watch the webcast and then I forgot my phone's volume was all the way up and I was like,
Well, yeah. Also, because the Fear the Walking Dead has been renewed for a 6th season, The showrunners are like, we're going to make it much darker than before. And I'm like, yeah, that's what the series needs. More darkness. That's exactly what it needs.
Well, they can sit down and talk to David Weiss and David DB, whatever is the Game of Thrones people for that episode.
Benioff? DB
Yeah.
Benioff?
Yeah. Benioff and Weiss, and they can sit down and talk to them about the episode The Long Night, where you literally could not see jack shit.
Yeah. Also coming to the Walking Dead news, Maggie is coming back for season 10 as for like 2 or 3 episodes, and then she'll be a series regular for season 11.
And how are we always about, like, how are we already knowing about season 11? I think I was still like...
It has been renewed. It has been renewed for a season 11.
Since when?
It's been renewed
New York Comic-Con.
It's been renewed for... haven't they said it's been renewed till like through like season 15 and then 3 movies?
Yeah,
or something like that.
I guess for season 14 or 13 or something.
Oh god.
Yeah, and I really hope that they are paying Lauren Cohen what she deserves.
Yes, yeah.
Yeah.
I really hope that she's getting paid, because her previous series ended up being cancelled. So I really hope that the Walking Dead people didn't, use her or use the opportunity for their advantage and get her for cheap again or something. But
yeah, that's my worry, that they were like, oh, your other show got canceled. So but I feel like she didn't really have anything lined up when she bowed out of The Walking Dead the first time. So I'm hoping that
she did, though.
She already had that pilot lineup. I thought, for some reason, that she didn't actually like get that till she'd already like demanded a bunch of money, and they were like, no, and she was like, bye then.
Oh, I thought you meant like anyway, Whiskey Cavalier, they only ever aired like 2 episodes. And Tom Payne has that new show, Prodigal Son, with what's his name?
With that Good Omens actor.
Yeah. Michael Sheen. Yeah. So about the serial killer, the son raised by a serial killer. So that actually doesn't look too bad.
Yeah, it's on Fox. So let's see if it survives.
Yeah, they do like canceling their shows.
Yeah, let's see. But yeah, Maggie is coming back, and we got a trailer for the 3rd spin-off, and it's as bad as you can expect. Yeah, it's bad. It's bad. Nico Tortilla Chip is in it for some reason.
That's so rude. His name is not Nico Tortilla Chip. It's Nico Tarantula. Tarantino. Oh my god.
I have no idea who you're all talking about.
Nico. Anyway, they're a Torrentino. I know.
Tottenham.
What?
Tottenham.
Sure. That's what we'll call him. Nico Toppenham.
But yeah, he's in it, and there are new people in it, and it's going all YA for some reason, young adult. And the people they have cast is, the only good thing is that in this series, the leads are going to be 2 women. But then again, I guess Morgan will come into the series and take their role away.
It'll be the Morgan show all over again.
Oh my gosh. No, he'll just be like, hey, I just want y'all to stop killing, and I'm going to teach you all how to stick fight. And I just want to do the right thing for Jenny and Dwayne. And oh my god.
But yeah, the leads are going to be women, and the premise is that it's the first generation of children coming to age after the apocalypse.
So there's quite a big jump then.
I guess, but then again, you know what? It's going to be a mess. We won't have to wait long, because if AMC actually plans to air a Walking Dead episode every week of the year, like every week there will be some Walking Dead centric or connected episode. That's their plan. That all year round we'll get Walking Dead episodes, whether it's Fear the Walking Dead, the main Walking Dead,
I want a Walking Dead musical episode, and I also would like to request a Walking Dead Christmas special, and I would also like to request The Walking Dead does Saturday Night Live, and oh my gosh, can you imagine a Walking Dead Broadway musical? Y'all, like, I have got to say that Walking Dead's popularity has declined so much that they don't even like sell it at Hot Topic anymore. Like, I've seen maybe one Daryl shirt.
Nobody wants to pay for the licensing, I'm sure.
Yeah.
I haven't seen anybody selling Walking Dead shit in like Think Geek, I think used to, Hot Topic did. I think Target did at some point. Her Universe had a license with them at some point. Like, nobody has wanted to pay for that Walking Dead.
And also,
license.
we aren't even getting new figures, because I used to remember every character got an action figure, but not now. There aren't new action figures coming out.
Because I have three Daryl Pops and one Beth figure. And then I have, can't see him, this guy. And then I have a Daryl Dixon coffee mug. And I have a Daryl Dixon pint glass. And a Daryl Dixon's jacket. But like all that stuff was stuff I got like 5 or 6 years ago.
Yeah, nothing new is coming out. Like Tara said, I guess no one wants to pay for the licensing anymore.
Yeah, they know they're not going to, I'm sure it's not cheap, first of all. And they know they're not going to sell any of that shit.
I mean, that's probably the reason why they're paying for advertisements on Facebook now.
Mm-hmm.
And also, did they make the first episode free for everyone? The AMC people made it like free, like readily available for everyone.
I think you're right. I think that's what that Facebook ad was. Like, if I had clicked on it, I could have watched the episode.
Yeah, it was like, please watch the episode. It's free. Please watch it.
Yeah. Please, we're begging you.
I mean, it would be cool if they did that with all the episodes, like, so that I could then have an easy way to watch it. But,
I mean, I was supposed to say you could have my AMC login, but like, you actually can't use my AMC login at your house.
It's like they know.
Yeah, I know.
Which is so weird, because like the whole point of being able to log into your like cable provider, to log into these networks via your cable provider is when you're traveling, I thought, like, because it's like a lot of hotels and stuff, like they don't pay for like the extended cable packages that include channels like AMC. So like I thought it was for when you travel. I guess it's so that you can watch it on your computer at home instead of on your.
I think it's for different. I think it's for families to be able to watch different things in different rooms. Like, mom wants to watch, Outlander. Dad wants to watch NASCAR. Brother doesn't give a shit.
But I mean, I've never
I'm not talking from experience here or anything.
Right. But I mean, like in the past, like I've definitely used like my cable login to log into like Cartoon Network and HBO Go or
HBO Go, you can log in anywhere. They don't care.
Yeah, but I guess that's because it's HBO Go. It's a separate subscription. But I don't know. Like, whatever. It doesn't matter. Like it's just really dumb to me that like you're even in like you're in the same freaking. You're 20 minutes away from home and you can't watch it. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah. But now I can watch What We Do in the Shadows. Okay. Sorry.
Anyway, so do we have any other news?
Nothing yet. Yeah, I guess we've covered it all, right? The Walking Dead is dying. New shows are coming. Be ready.
Yeah, I mean, the whole franchise is dying. Like, the main show has been dying for years. Fear the Walking Dead has gotten progressively worse since the beginning of season 4, or mid-season 4, maybe. I can't remember when it really turned, but like...
I think when Nick died.
Yeah, but...
Or when they were on the ranch, maybe. Anyway.
But yeah, like it's been getting progressively worse, but they're like, Ken, instead of canceling one of these, we'll throw you a new show to hate. And like, I guess, God, we're going to all have to start watching that one too.
And I mean, I can't understand why they're going the young adult route. Like, do young people watch The Walking Dead? Do they? Don't they have other stuff on Netflix to watch?
I literally don't know a single other person who watches Walking Dead still.
Especially not the 18 to, not the 18 to 20 demographic, at least not them. I don't think they watch it. So who's going to watch the third spin-off except for us, Trey?
I don't know. So they better be giving us some really nice money to sit our asses down and watch this dumbass show.
I mean, if it's queer as heck, then I'll watch it.
I will look if I can bury Scott Gimple alive, I will watch the third show. Mr. FBI man, we're just kidding.
The StreamYard people are going to be like, you three are going to get us in trouble.
Even Stephanie was like, Becca, cool it on the murder talk. I was like, oh, okay. That's like my whole personality is like joking about killing people. And
but yeah, y'all, we better be ready for the third spinoff.
When is it coming out?
Early 2020.
So probably when Walking Dead goes on mid-season hiatus.
Yeah.
And then it'll come back between Walking Dead and Fear the Walking Dead.
Yeah, like I said, their plan is that Walking Dead episode every week of the year.
I thought we were getting away from this.
Oh, wait! I missed something. What happened?
I thought we could do fewer fucking episodes. Like, I love you guys. I love this webcast, but my God,
it's fine. Farid and I will do it. We will talk about who's the top and who's the bottom.
Oh no! Like I'm in. I'll do it, but it's gonna be painful every step of the way.
Every week, new episode every week of the year. Oh God.
Hey, as long as we continue this where we're not like it's one thing to review every 2 episodes of The Walking Dead. I don't think I could do that for Fear the Walking Dead, and I'm guessing I probably wouldn't be able to do it for this new show.
It would be for every episode, we would be like, all right, the show sucked, and I think it would be 5 minutes long. And then we would just, the bitching dead abridged.
You know what?
Stay tuned for the Spark Notes version.
You know what? I think we should do a live reaction live stream as well.
Oh yes, we
that
should.
Be fun, yeah,
the 3 of us watch the episode together during a live stream.
Yeah, we'd have to figure out how to. I guess
there's a new.
We can talk about that. Yeah, we can talk logistics later. But yeah, that would be real. That would be really as maybe for the season premiere of the new show or something like that. That would be fun.
Or we can do it.
So all right, so let's dive into the second half of Fear the Walking Dead season 5. Oh God, yeah, I feel you. Also, by the way, it's past midnight your time, Farid, but it's still the 7th year. So happy birthday, Farid!
Happy birthday!
Yeah. We were talking about Walking Dead on my birthday. I'm so lucky.
Oh gosh.
I'm sorry. I won't. Go ahead, Becca. Go ahead.
I won't rest until I've complained about everything.
To be fair, Farid, I can't remember if you were on our webcast where we sent out 2016. No, 2017. It must have been 2017. We did a fuck this year webcast with the Geeky Area one year. It had to have been 2017 into 2018. And so we were all it wasn't until midnight East Coast. It ended maybe a little bit before that, maybe 11 o'clock or something. But yeah, I spent I went out to a nice fancy dinner and had drinks and everything, and then came home, and at 9 o'clock or 10 o'clock, or I think it was 9 o'clock, Eastern, we did a send out the new year. And that was how I sent out my year. It was on a webcast. So that was fun. More fun than talking about Walking Dead, I'm sure. But I gotta adjust my volume. I feel like I'm echoing or something. So anyway, Fear the Walking Dead, the second half of season 5. What do you guys think? Eh?
Okay, favorite moments. My favorite moments, Morgan and Grace on that carousel. That was the only, in episode 10. And I was like, oh, I would like to ride that carousel with John
Of
Dory.
course you would.
I'm with him. Like,
I would be like, John Dory, I've got horses we can ride.
Look,
And then I'll direct him to
Farid.
the carousel.
Farid.
And then
I
I'll
know
be
it's your birthday, but
and then I'll be like, only one of the horse works properly, so we'll have to share.
oh my God.
or every carousel has that one that's like, it's like 2 horses with a little bent, like a little cart behind them. That's where you really want to be. So you'd be like,
yeah, you guys can get in the cart, and then me and Althea will hold hands.
Farid and I will just squeeze John Dory in between us on the cart.
Oh my gosh. And I could just see the look on his face.
We'll both be half on his lap.
I'll just be like,
and he'll be like, June, and I'll be like, June who?
Yes, June 2. Yes. All
June
3 of
who?
you. On his lap.
I'll be like, June. Oh. And if he asks about June, I'll be like, John Dory, it's October. It's not June.
Look, I will take June since you're being a butthole. I will take her. Jenna Elfman is so pretty.
Listen, I'm fine with June. I just think that nobody deserves John Dory.
I agree.
Like,
yeah,
nobody.
Yeah,
that's how I feel about Carol too. Like, I would love to have a series where it's just John Dory and Carol just like killing walkers dressed as cowboys. Or boat ladies. Carol dressed as a pirate and John Dory can dress as a cowboy. It'd be fine.
There you go.
It would be Walker, Texas pirate. Get it?
Don't give them ideas, Bekah.
Yeah, I wanted to like the Morgan and Grace stuff, but it was so dumb and drawn out and bad. Like that it just turned me off of like the entire.
And that weird radiation scare. Like, why do they keep bringing that up? No one is going to die because of radiation on this show.
We'll talk about the death on this show later.
The death. Oh,
although speaking of deaths, Farid, you and I were on par with this one. Like, peace out, Logan. We hardly knew ye, and none of us cared anyway.
Yeah, I was so happy when they ended up dropping like flies. I was like, kill them all. Oh. And then that weird person vlogging on the bridge that was falling. I was like, that's a really dedicated vlogger right there. Yeah, Tom was his name.
Yeah.
That was just, it made no sense.
No, it didn't. And then he was like, oh shit. And I was like, oh yeah, everybody could have seen that coming, asshole.
It made no sense.
He's like that the vlogger who fell off a skyscraper or whatever when he was doing a trick. That was a crane or something like that. I don't remember. Anyway, I liked some of them. Like, now that I'm recalling more of the mall episode, I'm like, eh. Like, it wasn't bad. Like, it wasn't terrible. I didn't mind it. So I guess that means it goes in my like section. Wes saving the girl from the walkers right before she's about to shoot herself. That was cool. The zombie slip and slide. That was awesome. I bet the extras for that had a fun time because I've been to Sliding Rock and I've done that before. So it was very chaotic and it was very funny. And then June and John's wedding was really cute. Yes, it was cute. It was for Reed. She looked gorgeous.
You can't hate on their wedding just because you didn't let John Dory
attend that wedding. That's why it didn't last.
I didn't hear a thing you just said over the sound of my love for June and John Dory.
No.
Farid,
No.
let me talk.
No.
Farid,
Virginia is a hero. Virginia is a hero. She stopped that wedding. She broke it off.
shut. No, they already got married, L'chaim, and they no, I mean she was really pretty in that dress, and you know he just happened to find it. And it was cute. Like they decorated and everything, and you know, of course, I don't really care about Dwight. My dad was like, "He's still alive." Yes, he is still alive.
But somehow not as bad of an addition to this show as fucking Morgan.
He looks okay
Yeah.
without a beard. Like not attractive, but like he looks okay.
Yeah, I feel like I've never really looked up what the actor looks like in real life, and he's not, like, I know he wouldn't be my type, but like, yeah, it was like they shaved his face, and it was like, oh, he's like a young guy, shit.
Yeah, I know. He's not a hobo.
I mean, him and Sherry probably got married when they were 18.
Yeah.
Yeah. Other
That's
than
why she
like,
left him. She got fed up with him.
other than them killing off Logan and his random crew of people, like who the fuck were these other people? We don't know any of these other people. Nobody cares about them.
I looked up Austin Emilio. He's only 31.
Oh, yeah, baby.
He is little. Yeah, he's young. It says it right here, April 27, 1988.
I say this knowing that both of you are younger than that, but
Yeah, but why is he acting so old on this show?
I don't. Maybe you age whenever you're beaten with a hot iron. I don't know.
Yeah, like I don't really have any exact favorite moments. Like I guess other than them killing Logan and all his stupid crew, good riddance. They were dumb. They were bad, quote unquote, villains. And I get that they weren't supposed to be the big bads, but like everything that was going on there made zero sense until the show like shoved it in our faces. Like, oh, this is why it's supposed to make sense. There's been this background stuff going on the whole time. Didn't you know? And it's like, but then it's somehow not connected to like the chick that Al met. And it's like, what is going on here? What is going on here?
My gay little baby to be happy.
Anyway, so I guess that was a favorite moment. Pretty much anything with John Dory because he is the king of my heart and everything he does is perfect. And like I like Wes. He's a writer. He's kind of an asshole, but like then he comes in and kind of like saves the day a little bit. And like I do like that him and Alicia got a thing going on. Like
yeah,
like not
not
because I really care about romance in this show because you know that like it's never gonna last long term, but like it's cute. It's cute. I guess. I don't know.
Yeah.
That's all I got for favorite moments, and I'm using the word favorite very lightly.
Oh, and then least favorite moments. Yeah, I mean that ladder scene, even though it had John Dory in it, I was like, this scenes make no sense. Them trying to like carry the ladder over the cars and then walking over the ladder. I was like, how is this even possible? Like,
it was forced what's the word
danger.
I'm looking for? Yeah.
Peril.
Yeah, forced peril, yeah. Is dumb.
I mean, we already knew that none of those two were going to die. This show isn't going to kill John. This show isn't going to kill June. So why even try it?
I mean, they better not kill John Dory. But then if they kill June, it'll probably be a fridging situation. Although, I don't know. Like, I feel like John Dory is better and stronger than that.
I think John might die for June. If John dies, he's probably going to die saving June or someone. I think they're going to do the opposite. They aren't going to kill June. They are going to kill John.
I don't know how I feel about that.
Yeah. That's what I think.
Oh, are we still talking about least favorite moments?
Yeah.
Oh. Okay, so Buttons 2.0. I'm real tired of horses and dogs being eaten on the show. Because y'all remember, like I know that the viewers who are watching this and the people who watch it later, I know y'all remember Buttons, the horse that Aaron, I think, was trying to corral, and what's his ass, Daryl went with him, and he's like, you don't belong to nobody. You're your own man horse. You're a strong, independent horse. You don't need no rider. And then the walkers came in and ate it, and ate Buttons. So this is Buttons 2.0. Also, if I have to hear one more Jennyism, I'm gonna kill myself. Like, she's supposed to be Texan or Alabama. I don't know what she's supposed to be. I don't know where they are. They could be in Canada for all I fucking know.
They're in Texas.
They are in Texas? Okay.
Mhm.
So, Jenny.
I only know that because I looked up the actor that plays the rabbi, and it said, like, he plays a rabbi in Texas.
Okay.
Otherwise, I would have had no fucking idea they're in Texas.
The actor is really familiar, too. I know he's been in a bunch of stuff.
It was like bit part stuff, so.
Yeah, but he always plays, like, the Jewish guy. Like, he has a type, obviously. But no, like, if I have to hear one more Jennyism, because, like, she says, you're sucking on a stone when you could be slurping soup. So I was like, oh, that must be a Southern thing, me being Southern. And I looked it up. No, it's not. It's some bullshit.
It's just bad writing.
I'm happier than grandma with a gravy boat. Shove that gravy boat up your ass, Jenny, because I don't want to hear any more about it. Y'all.
Well, I mean, to be honest, like, and this is one of my least favorite things, I can't listen to her.
She's awful.
Like, the way she talks, her expressions when she talks, I also can't stop thinking of her as Jessica Jones's weird neighbor. Also, like, why is her name Ginny and she has red hair? It's dumb and I'm over it.
She reminds me of Georgie Henley from Lion, the Witch, and the Wardrobe. She played Lucy. Like, she reminds me of, like, a grown-up Lucy.
What if she was the artist instead of Wes and she was painting her goats on trees?
She was painting goats on trees?
Her quotes, her sayings on
Her
trees.
quotes for Ginnyism.
Instead of Wes.
Oh, I'm just gonna
Just picture one of her sayings on a tree.
No. I will hang myself from that tree. Like, I know we shouldn't joke about that kind of stuff, but like, every time she opened her mouth and said something stupid, I was just like, okay, you need to stop.
I mean, also, like, for my part, like, the overall trend of this show, like, this show suddenly has, by the way, this has only happened in, like, this season. I think it might have happened the second half of the fourth season, but I don't think it did. Like, we started this season, like, where the fuck are they and how did they get here? And then we started the second half of the season, where the fuck are they again and how did they get here again?
Yeah,
They keep throwing us into a storyline with no fucking explanation of how they got to that point. And, like, sure, eventually they, like, bit by bit reveal it, and it's like, is this how you think you're gonna keep people watching your show? Because this is like there's like a Game of Thrones situation where they assume the viewers are dumb. This show, it's not even assuming the viewers are smart per se. It's just like assuming that they'll it's still assuming they're dumb because it's assuming they will stick out this goddamn nonsense of like, I don't even know where they are. I don't know how they got here. What is going on right now for like 4 episodes before you bit by bit get the story pieced together? Ugh. Speaking of which, theories. Everything is awful and I hate it, so I have 0 theories. You guys can go with yours.
Morgan is still alive. He ain't dead.
He's
You
gonna.
think so? How would he live through that?
Look,
Because it's
so
Morgan.
he was not shot in the heart.
Yeah.
I watched it very carefully.
And they didn't show him dying.
They didn't show him dying. He was shot in the shoulder. You better bet your bunny ass that somebody's going to come running in, or he's going to like barricade himself in the church.
Yeah, that's what's going to happen.
Because, you know, like my dad said, and I quote, after what they pulled with that Asian boy, what's his name? I don't think Morgan's going to die. And I was like, Dad, he's Korean. His name is Glenn. And he was like, yeah, my dad's older. And
I mean, at least he said Asian and not Chinese.
Yeah. He's Korean. The Daryl Dixon voice.
You're right, though.
Yeah, I mean, because my dad said, like, after they did that, he didn't trust the show at all. My parents stopped watching. My parents watched, like, 5 episodes of the first season of Fear the Walking Dead, and then they watched up until season 7, I think, of The Walking Dead. So,
And I think that was the episode where a lot of people stopped watching.
Mhm.
That
Oh
episode.
yeah, yep.
A lot of people stopped watching after that when the
with
fake
Glenn.
Glenn said the
Oh
fake.
yeah,
A
I
lot
think
of people stopped watching.
I think it was like if you take the 100% of the people who stopped watching The Walking Dead because of that season, I think about 30% were because of that episode, and the other, shit, I can't even count 70%. The other 70% were absolutely like because then he died anyway, by Negan. Like,
yeah. I think that was the episode when I was watching. That's when I realized that this show thinks that we are dumb. That was the episode that this show doesn't care about us when they ended up faking Glenn's death.
yeah.
like we didn't even notice that he wasn't wearing the shirt. Like, I don't know. Anyway, Morgan's still gonna live. He's still gonna torture us, because. And this isn't really theory. Well, okay, I can take it to the grapes and WTF moments actually.
What if he ends up appearing in the third, the third spinoff? Like this is how he ended up being there.
Like I said, I will kill Scott Gimple.
Someone from the third spinoff ended up saving him.
Oh my god!
Or the second spinoff, who knows? That's how Morgan ended up going into that series. I mean, anything can happen at this point. Coming to the gripes and the WTF moments, they have freaking landmines. They have freaking landmines. Why didn't we see anyone else use them before?
Why wasn't there a map? Why? Who plants landmines and doesn't draw a goddamn map?
The only thing I remember from the episode is that there was a walker with an inhaler, and the landmines, and that's it.
Yeah, the walker with the inhaler was the person who put the landmines.
Right, because he was the husband, and the son needed the inhaler.
And also, like, landmines can attract walkers. And landmines are like what? It takes like a second for a landmine to blow up.
Mm-hmm. You have to.
Why aren't walkers being attracted by all of these giant trucks they keep driving around?
I honestly don't know.
Remember in the first season, when Glenn ended up saving Rick, he was riding that sports car.
A horse car.
The sports car, the Mustang. It was a Mustang.
Like you said, a horse car.
Or Charger, maybe. It was a Mustang.
It was a Mustang, and they had to take out the malfunctioning horn because it was attracting walkers.
Well, it wasn't a malfunctioning horn. It was an alarm because Glenn was an idiot and stole it and didn't know how to turn it on.
The sound was attracting walkers. So why aren't these...
Remember when these shows used to be smart? That was the thing. This happened.
And now these big trucks are being driven on the road, and no walkers are being attracted towards the sound. Like, why? But you have landmines, and one landmine goes off, and every walker in the area ends up appearing.
I don't know. Landmines in general are weird because, like, people think they detonate when you step on them, and they don't. They detonate when you step off of them.
Yeah, the walker steps off. The walker would step off, No,
I know that. I'm thinking to myself.
Yeah, but still, how does the walker know? How is their hearing so attuned that they know exactly where the direction or where the sound of the landmine came from? Yeah, the car.
Because it's a one shot thing.
Yeah.
It's like one
like
shooting. One gunshot should not draw a herd of walkers. But listen, giant fires, I get that, the bright light and everything, because there's whatever is going on with the walkers, like their senses are clearly attuned to sound and light.
Yeah. And also,
but I mean, my God, this is the same. This is the same franchise that used to have walkers that could climb fences and turn doorknobs, y'all.
Oh, yes.
Oh, yeah. I forgot about that.
Yes.
Yeah.
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 I was gonna
Yeah.
say something and I don't remember what it was.
I mean, was it a gripe or what the fuck moment?
No, it was a comment about the sounds and the walkers and because they're it's I've always wondered how walkers can sneak up on people whenever they're always making that sound. Like, I'm sorry, but like, and they're always like, they don't bother sneaking. So like
Becca, don't bring that up.
No.
Becca, I'm getting flashbacks to that Walking Dead episode where we had ninja walkers during the night.
Do you remember when Andrea got snuck up on by that walker in season, like, was it season, I think it was season 2, and she was like, "Rah!" And then like she fell backwards. Like, I don't understand how they can, like, walkers can sneak, because a walker can't sneak, and they're all slow. How do you get caught by a walker? Just fucking run and climb a tree. Like, I don't get it. Like, it's not like they're gonna be like, oh, where'd this person go? In the trees. Like,
Oh, well, apparently they do. I think they do have like an attuned sense of smell, particularly for blood. Is what I've gathered. So like if you're injured, yeah, but like climb up a fucking tree and like eventually like they're gonna just don't move. They can't see, like they can't see you breathing. They might be able to smell.
They can
But
smell.
if they weren't like right there when you climbed that, like I get if you like climb the tree like right in front of them, but if you like see like a fucking herd of walkers and you just run really fast to the closest tall tree, it's like, oh my god, it's like that episode where Eugene and was it Eugene, right? And Rosita maybe were like they climbed the fucking radio tower. Like, why didn't you just stay up there? There's no way those walkers knew you were all the way up at that tower.
Because they just it really, really bothers me. They can't see. They rely, I guess they can. They rely on movement and they rely on smell. And they don't really rely on
movement, smell, light, and sound. But like, listen, they can't just don't knock over a broom. You know?
Yeah.
Like,
if it's okay, so like they're not like the zombies in Zombieland, because those are runners. These are just shuffling moaners. Or eaters or munchers or whatever.
Eaters, munchers, biters, walkers. What else have we gotten?
Munchers, moaners, lore.
There's Ben's free geeks. Yeah, geeks.
Yeah,
geeks is an old school one.
Yeah, that's what Glenn called them.
Did we say biters?
Yeah, no, we didn't say biters.
Biters, that's an old one too. That's like OG Gov.
Yeah.
Oh my god. There's got to be, I hope there's somebody who has like created a list of all the fucking things that they call walkers, because there's so many of them now. I can't keep track.
I was watching a zombie movie and the zombies are called Hungries.
Huh?
That's Hungries. It's called The Girl with All the Gifts. If you haven't seen it, it's really good. I'd recommend it. But it's a zombie movie.
Anyway.
Okay.
So other gripes and what the fuck moments.
Also, did Dwight pull up the zipper before Logan's person bumped him in the head?
What zipper?
I mean, he stopped the car. He went out to go pee. Then Logan's person came up behind him, and he ended up hitting him in the head. So was the zipper pulled up?
I mean, I guess Wiener wasn't nothing. I don't know.
Did Logan's person pull the zipper up? Like, what happened there?
I don't know. Maybe Dwight's just one of those guys that can just. I don't know how penises work, so
pee through a zipper, Becca.
Yeah, totally. Just I don't know. Maybe he just, instead of like zipping his pants, maybe he just pulled them down because he's so skinny at this point.
Oh, they showed it, Becca.
Oh, okay. Well, I'm sorry. I don't pay attention to people's, like, I just, okay.
They showed it. They shot that scene.
Okay. Everybody who's watching this, Farid keeps track of zippers and weenies, okay? Okay, so Farid, I think you have
that's a very important question. Just see that you're supposed to go and kidnap a person. and that person is peeing and his zipper is down, and you have a moment to knock them unconscious, and you do. But do you wait for them to pull the zipper up, or do you knock them unconscious first?
I mean, if they're pulling their zipper up, that's 2 less hands to beat me up. So,
Truth.
So you let them pull the zipper up?
I mean, if I was going to beat somebody up, I'd probably pants them first and let them fall on their face and then beat them up. So, I've thought about this a lot.
That could work.
Okay, Farid, I know you had a few.
But yeah. No, that's
Oh, that's it?
yeah,
All right.
that's
Okay, so them blowing the horn.
Oh, that was so
And the horn of Jesus or whatever it's called, the horn. I don't know what it is. Anyway, the horn, and of course the beacon thing. The beacons are lit. Gondor calls for aid. A lot of this was live note sing. I was noting while I was live. And then it was just everything was so disjointed. I couldn't understand. I didn't understand where they were going or what they were doing. And then Alicia she just was so soft, and I don't remember how she got that way.
Morgan, because of Morgan.
Okay, well, Morgan ruins another thing.
Everything.
Yeah, Morgan ruined her.
So Strand is trash. And
yeah, that fucking pisses me off, man.
Yeah,
like they built they really built him up. Like they
yeah,
he had a good character arc. Pisses me and then they just fucking threw it away.
I think that I don't know, because then he told Alicia that it was he had some reason or whatever for it, and I was like, dude, it bothered me because we did have that huge thing because yes, he was very much an opportunist, but then he definitely changed a lot. He became a team player. This is not him being a team player. This is him being a fucking dumbass. And then I have here because then Grace started singing, and I was like, no, Beth Green is the only person that can sing in The Walking Dead. I'm sorry, I don't make the rules. And
also didn't that guy? Now we have 2 singers, that girl and that guy with the good hair from The Walking Dead.
Alden?
Alden.
Yeah, he sings too.
Alden with the good hair.
Oh, anyway, for Becky over here. And then so also the kids with the rats. Again, I know what they were using them for. I know they were using them as bait, so they would turn the wheels, they would make the oil, cook the gas, as it were. Does anybody here miss Mika and Lizzie? And
I sure do.
Yeah.
Does anybody else here think it's absolutely ridiculous that they were able to make actual gas that could be used by cars the way they were doing it? Because I did.
Tara, they ended up fixing a freaking plane that flew.
Oh yeah, I forgot.
And they also lit a runway with.
They're also aeronautical engineers. Fuck me.
I just look at the apocalypse. Okay, as soon as the apocalypse hits, you're automatically zapped with the knowledge how to do things.
You're apparently you have an engineering degree.
Yeah.
Even Eugene has it, Yeah,
well,
for some reason.
Case because he's a fucking weirdo.
But they ended up fixing a plane that flew, so they are capable of producing their own engine oil for some reason. And actually, I really forgot about the kids, Until they showed up, I forgot about the kids. That ended up saving a whole lot of kids in the previous episode.
I don't know. That's the only thing I could think of. I was like, where are they? And then I was like, oh, they're using them for slave labor. Okay, I get it. Yeah, child labor in The Walking Dead. I'm not surprised.
And in a very dangerous place.
Why is it the kids that are helping run that place? What the fuck?
Because the kids are ridiculous and they're stupid and they are horrible, and Carol should just come in and kill them all and be done with it.
Yeah, amen to that.
I think I'm pretty much
tapped out.
Yeah, I mean, I'm done complaining, which I never thought I'd ever say that.
My only thought was, how the fuck are they still making these tapes? Where are they finding batteries and televisions that work and shit? Like, everyone has a generator now, and all the generators still have gas. Like, I am beyond belief about this. Like,
And they also have a pool, a swimming pool.
like, it is years after this shit started happening, and they're still finding it. Do they only have one video camera?
No.
Okay, they have more than one video camera. They have the exact batteries that those video cameras use. Because, by the way, video cameras aren't universal. So, like, they're finding plenty of batteries to record these things. Like, Farid, one of your things that you mentioned was that they're somehow editing them, apparently.
How is Elle able to edit all of that? How is she? Where's she?
And
they're finding all of the and they're finding all these televisions, and they're putting these they're somehow like playing these tapes on these televisions. Like I why how
they were able to fix planes. They can do anything.
We can do anything better than you.
Don't you remember? That's exactly what John Dory said, right? He mentioned they fixed the plane, and then he mentioned that they can do anything. That was in one of the episodes.
Well, if John Dory says it, then I am in.
Yeah, same. John Dory is like, you can fix the plane. I'd be like, yes, John Dory, yeah.
I definitely just tuned out, and I just snapped back to reality whenever I heard, yes, John Dory, yes.
Oh, God. All right.
I'll let you take off on my runway.
So we still have an episode of The Walking Dead to talk about, but before we do that, so how did you feel about the second half of season 5, you guys?
Okay, so the writing is important, and also anytime somebody says the future in Fear the Walking Dead or The Walking Dead, although preferably in Fear the Walking Dead, you have to take a shot. You'll be dead by the end of the episode.
Mm-hmm. Well, especially if Al is in the episode, sorry. Or Ginny.
Yeah. Why don't they just release this?
Ginny loves her future.
Why don't they just release this on streaming? And why do they like to torture people every week?
Why do they what?
Why do they like to torture people every week? Yeah, I
release it at once.
That's the only way I can watch it. So I actually, I had less hate for like the first like 4 episodes, like episodes 9, 10, 11, 12 than I did for or actually I think it was 9, 10, 11, 12, like 13 than I did for like 14, 15, 16, because I watched all of those within like a couple days.
Yeah.
Versus like the last few episodes, like I watched them week by week, and I was just, and honestly, you know what? That kind of harkens back to like The Walking Dead and how everybody hated on season 2 so much. So like I watched the first season of Walking Dead, and then I never watched season 2. And then like halfway through season 3, I was on vacation actually, and I was on a ski vacation, and like we were taking a break from the slopes, and it was the mid-season premiere weekend. It was like February. So like we ended up watching random episodes of like season 2 and the first half of season 3, and we're like, okay, we want to actually go back and watch this show, like actually watch it. So like I really like legit like binge season 2, and I didn't think it was as bad as as most people said it was. So like I think that's kind of the problem that Fear the Walking Dead has been having the past, season and a half or so, is that like it's not great, but it's not as bad when you can binge it.
Yeah, I agree. I binge watched Fear the Walking Dead as well, and even though I didn't like it, I do think I would have hated it more if I watched it every week. So I don't know how people do it. I don't know who these 1 million people are that are tuning in every week to watch this show. But yeah, I hope they end up loving themselves and stop watching this show. Let's see.
Well, I mean, one of the things you said about the second half of the season is like, why isn't anyone dying?
Why?
Like, and then they finally
Right.
kill someone, and it's Morgan, and like they couldn't have picked a worse person to kill right now. Like except John Dory. If they kill John Dory, I will riot. And I also might be falling in love with Wes. So I might not be happy if they killed him. But like, seriously, nobody's dying on the show.
And there are so many people that could die. Like, they could have killed Grace. They could have killed her. No one cares about Grace. She isn't giving roadside showers to anyone. So why is she still around?
Is that a sex thing?
Yeah, her shower sex truck. Sex wagon. Free showers for everyone. Everyone's going to be dead because of radiation.
She's like, I'm not looking.
You didn't scrub right. I'll help you.
I mean, I would have been down for her and Alicia going at some of that.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I mean, why isn't anyone dying? They could have killed so many people. They have so many people to kill.
Oh, and whatever happened to those rumors that Madison was coming back? Because like everybody thought Madison was the one painting on the trees, and it turns out it's not her.
Yeah, that was disappointing to me. It ended up being Wes.
Mm-hmm.
He's alright though. I like him.
As soon as I saw his expression when Alicia was like, I have to find the person who's painting the trees, I was like, oh, that's that bitch. I know it's that bitch.
I kind of liked him though. Like I like him. I think he's actually like one of the few decent new like characters they've added to the show. Like,
yeah, no, I like him too.
He's also cute. A++ would do.
Yeah. Yeah, okay.
Not as much as John Dory, but you know.
Oh, yes. I still don't know how these people are able to groom themselves so well. Like Wes has this facial hair going on that seems to be well groomed. John Dory is clean shaved. Like, where are they getting the appliances? Where are they getting these tools? Where are they getting the products? What's happening?
Know John Dory shaves with a straight razor, though. You know he does. He probably uses the old-fashioned soap, too.
Mama like.
Anyway. Okay.
Oh,
I think we're done with Fear the Walking Dead.
I mean, if I was in Fear the Walking Dead, and I was like, yeah, it would have been bad. It would have been ended up being like, yeah, John Dory wouldn't have been safe, you know.
Anyway, so wow, y'all, we have a new episode of The Walking
Yay!
Season 10, episode
Where's the button
1.
for audience applause?
Yeah,
where's that button? Oh, so good.
Remember when like we were all actually excited for a new season premiere of The Walking Dead? Because I don't. It was so many years ago.
Yeah.
Like 2016. No, that's not even. No, I was not excited for. No, 2016 was the year that they did the fucking like cop out where they didn't show us who they killed. I have not been excited for a Walking Dead season premiere since 2015. That was
we had
4 fucking years ago.
Yeah.
4 years.
And I did my Beth cosplay.
Oh, that was 2014 though, actually.
Oh shit, really?
Mm-hmm.
Was it like late 2014? Oh yeah, it was because Ashley cut her hair. She was Daryl and I was Beth. Anyway,
so favorite moments from Lines We Cross. Literally, like mine was like an I guess thing. Like I guess Eugene treating that baby like his own little science experiment was fun. You said it was weird.
It was a little weird.
Of course it was weird. It's Eugene. Funny. Like the charts and like, but he's like onto something. Like to be honest, like I feel like if I was forced to have a child, that's probably how I would treat it too. not like treat the child like that, but like I would want to know like the exact pattern that this kid has so that I can work around it, because I don't have the like need, want, or time for a child. So like if I know its exact pattern, then I can kind of plan my life around its nonsense.
That sounds about something you'd say.
Huh?
That sounds about right. Something you'd say.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Well, listen, I like kids. I just don't want them. So if I was forced to have one, I would absolutely like not plan its life, but like figure out its pattern and then plan my life around that pattern so that I could still fucking have one. Because people with kids don't have lives.
Yeah.
Sorry, not sorry.
I don't know why I'm playing with my hair. It's just at that point in the episode where I'm just like, eat a dick, Walking Dead.
So, what are y'all's favorite moments?
Yeah, my favorite moment was RJ smiling when the shuttle fell, and he was smiling directly at the camera.
It's like the child from Knowing. Have y'all seen that movie, Knowing? No, it's about this kid who's able to predict cataclysmic events before they happen. And yeah, just watch it.
Yeah, RJ was like smiling at the camera, and one of Jerry's daughters was also looking in the camera while everyone was looking up at the sky. I was like, okay, editing, y'all. You did very good editing in there.
This show doesn't care about editing anymore, Farid.
Yeah, they don't care.
If they ever did, they sure as hell don't now.
Yeah, and
They don't care about editing or writing.
they just don't care.
No.
And then my favorite moment, another favorite moment was like Rosita is living the life. She has like 3 men around her. She has her little harem going on, and I'm like, live your life, Rosita. Get it.
I mean, to be fair, she's not.
To be fair,
she's not like having sex with all these men. But
Are
like,
you
yeah,
sure?
she's got baby daddy taking care of the baby. She's got Eugene doing whatever he's
whatever
doing.
Eugene does.
Like, I mean, I honestly, I think it really seems like she's kind of, honestly, I am Rosita. She is checked out of this baby situation. She didn't want it to begin with, but she's like, fuck, I guess I'm giving birth to a baby. She can't exactly have an abortion in the apocalypse.
The baby's
So,
name
like,
is Coco.
Here's the baby, and I've got like Saeed, the dad who takes it sometimes, and Eugene, who apparently watches it the rest of the time. Gabriel, I don't think has anything to do with this child. He's like too busy being like wide-eyed on his radio 25/7. Like,
Oh my gosh, that's how I really feel.
And Rosita, Rosita.
I mean, good for her though. Like, if I was forced to have a fucking child, period, ever, that's how I would want my life to be. Not necessarily men, but every person in my life taking care of this goddamn kid, except for me, because I don't want it.
Well, she was like punch dancing out. She's like punching out her rage on the punching bag. Also, but she also seems to be in tune with the baby, obviously a little bit, because the baby starts screaming whenever she turns off her music, and so like, or whenever Eugene turns off the music, and then she's like breastfeeding or whatever.
Well, yeah, she knows what the baby wants and she's taking care of it. Like, I'm not saying she's like abandoned this child entirely. She hasn't, but she's literally doing like, she knows like enough about what the kid wants to like know to turn the effing music back on. And she obviously is going to breastfeed the kid because like, where are they getting formula that's not, first of all, powdered formula don't last that long. And like once it's made, it has to be refrigerated. It doesn't my God, girls, like women having to breastfeed in the apocalypse. Like, could you imagine a baby that won't latch? Can you imagine not being able to lactate? Can you imagine getting fucking mastitis, which is painful as fuck? Because I've watched both my sisters go through it more than once. Like, wow.
Okay, so
Rosita is doing everything she has to do. She didn't want this baby in the first place.
Yeah, that's why I'm happy for Rosita. I'm like, be happy, Rosita. Just be happy.
A little worried about Saeed though, and like,
Dude.
Oh, he can die. He can die. He can go.
Maybe he should not be taking care of that baby at all. Just saying.
Yeah.
Gosh, he's such a shit lord. Like,
Why? Wait,
so-
why? What did I miss?
no, whenever he's not like a.
I mean, he's got like hardcore PTSD.
Yeah, no, that's what. No, I was thinking about whenever he was trying to take care of the baby, but he just like put it down. I don't know. I was just echoing off of Farid. Sorry, I was just being a mockingbird. Farid's like, Saeed can go, Saeed can die, and I was just like, yeah. Sorry, I got excited.
I don't necessarily care about him as a character, but like I'm curious, because like my whole like picture of that situation was like, yeah, he put the baby down, but like the baby was fine when he put it down, and then he like zoned out. Like,
Farid, why do you hate him so much?
I think that he's done. Like, there's nothing more that they can do except for exploit PTSD on television.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Oh.
Yes.
They're just going to exploit it.
Which is what they were doing. It's like that whole like spider thing. Like, oh, he sees a spider and like he was already having flashbacks and shit for whatever other. I think, right? It wasn't the spider that prompted it. The spider just added to it, and it's like that's. I guess I could be wrong. That's not how my personal PTSD has ever worked. Like, there are things that trigger me, but like it's a spider. Like,
yeah, they're just exploiting it. That's
yeah, it was very over dramatic, and like also it went on too long, like in terms of just how much time they spent on it.
I couldn't tell if it was a dissociative episode because like what he was experiencing was dissociation. What they were portraying was dissociation. It was not PTSD.
I think they're going for PTSD. These writers aren't smart enough.
Yeah, well, I mean, I think it was a weird, like, they didn't really know how to portray it because, you know, like, dissociation, yes, he was dissociating himself from, like, the baby crying and stuff, I guess, but, like, he was having flashbacks.
Yeah.
So he wasn't dissociating, like, completely. It was a very bad representation of how PTSD works. Like, very bad. Like, just bad overall. But... anyway, Bekah, you have your own gripes about this episode.
Yeah. So, well, this isn't gripes. These are talking about good things.
Yeah.
We like.
Yeah.
Oh shit, we're still talking about good things. Fuck.
Yeah. I liked the training montage, even though I know a lot of people didn't. I don't know. I thought it was cool. I felt it needed like Eye of the Tiger to be like an actual like suit up. We need a suit up montage and a training montage of the Eye of the Tiger. Ezekiel slipping back into his regular like non-king accent was pretty cool. Because like basically just to show the difference between him being the king and him obviously not being the king anymore. I really liked Daryl's learning sign language. That was really cute. And that's it.
I like the idea of Daryl learning sign language. I honestly do feel like that's a very Daryl thing to do.
Is. He's a Hufflepuff.
I still don't like the idea of him having like an actual love interest, but like,
oh, she's probably going to die because she's moving on to film the Eternals movie for the MCU.
And she's also a black woman.
Yeah,
with a disability, double whammy.
Yeah.
Also, apparently, Kel is also going deaf or something, so we can't have two deaf characters on the show.
I do like how you mentioned the training montage.
I know you don't like it. I know.
Oh,
it was so bad. Like I have a couple of least favorite moments, but like the over dramatic slow-mo walker killing scenes. It wasn't just the training montage. It was the end as well when they had the slow-mo walker killing scenes again when they were trying to clean up or stop the fire or whatever. But like, yeah, it was bad. I hated it.
I didn't even notice they were in slow motion because I was dead inside by the time the episode ended.
It was like everything's fine. They were like slow mo. Everything's fine. Wait. Here's another character. Slow mo. It's so dumb. It was so dumb. You're right, though. I was dead inside. 8 minutes in. 8 minutes in, it was like the cold opening had happened, and they were like in the credits, like in the opening credits, and I was like, I messaged you guys, and I was like, I am 8 minutes in, and I hate everything about my life
you wrote
right now.
Yeah.
So bad.
You know what I did after the 8-minute mark? I actually went online. I actually went online to see whether or not they recast the actor who's playing RJ. I was like, did they recast him? They didn't. It's the same actor. He grew up.
Wow.
Yeah.
He grew up fast.
Yeah, he grew up.
Well, I mean, it's been like what, over 9 months? Well, see, the baby's 3 months old. Rosita was like barely pregnant, right? So, I mean, it's been like,
it hasn't been. I didn't think it had been
like 9 months
long, but
yeah, like 9 months, because obviously they have stuff going on. It's been about at least 9 months.
Anyway,
who knows what the timeline is?
So
really
we're
like.
already complaining. We might as well talk about our least favorite moments.
Yeah.
You already were talking about your least favorite.
Yeah,
moment.
I know. The slow-mo walker scenes were definitely some of them. The having to watch the stupid fucking satellite arrival like over and over again, and also just having to watch them try to put out that stupid Fire 5 ever. I mean, seriously, it was like 10 minutes of them just putting out this goddamn fire. Like, yes, we get it. They've got fucking weird metal packs of water on their back. They're like squirting water at the fire. And I'm like, this would never work. This would never work. Like,
they're like bug sprayers.
They'd be better off using blankets to try to like wet blankets to try to smother it. Honestly.
Okay, so like explain to me like what exactly they were doing whenever they were digging that trench. And then
they were trying to stop the fire from spreading. If they dig the trench and the fire hits that point, it usually and again, like, it's not always foolproof, but generally if you have a trench, a fire can't jump the trench. Like it takes the right conditions, it takes the right amount of sparks, whatever. So like, especially that area being near the ocean, most likely it's a lot more damp. You know, we could assume that maybe it has rained recently. So like they're digging that trench and the fire can't necessarily jump that trench.
Okay, that makes sense. I was like, why are they going to try to like trap it in the hole? Like, I was just like, what?
Yeah, no, it's a very common way to fight forest fires is to dig trenches.
Also,
did you know that I was a firefighter in another life?
Don't, Tara, you're in the apocalypse. You're automatically are given firefighter privileges.
Clearly.
But yeah, my favorite moment was that opening montage where the training thing they did with the zombies or the sea zombies with those. And I was watching that scene and I was like, you know what? The makeup team would have been very proud of themselves during that scene.
Mm-hmm.
Seeing all of the hard work they did on the zombies, I was like, good for you, makeup team. Good for you.
Greg Nicotero.
I mean, let's be real. Like the makeup on this, like the zombie stuff on this show, the actual like that stuff is still good. It's always been good. Like Bekah and I have friends who have been in the show numerous times, and it's like we don't even recognize them. You know, like one of our buddies posted like a bunch of photos. He was in, I can't remember he was in an episode last season. He was one of the very prominent walkers, and it's like I wouldn't have known. Like they do a good job of that, but also sometimes I feel like they have these scenes just so they can show off the one thing they're still good at.
Yeah, they can flex on them. Yeah.
Because that's exactly what they did. They like killed like around 30 walkers. But it took them so long to kill them. Yeah, they were just showing off. There was literally no reason for that scene to exist.
With their spiky shields.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There was no reason for that scene to exist.
Okay, so all right, so that baby crying. Oh my babies, it's like everybody knows how I feel about babies crying. And like that's one that bothers me the most. Like I wanted to kill Judith during like 99.9% of the 5th season. 4th season, whenever Meek and Lizzie had her or whatever.
Ugh.
And so the baby is crying. That is the fastest I have ever seen Eugene move ever. It's not really a least favorite moment. Or a WTF. That's the least favorite moment. I don't know what Tara's typing. So who is Dante and why is he so weird? He's the new doctor.
He actually looked like a whitewashed version of Said, right?
But who is he?
He's the new doctor.
He was like coming on to Saeed, but it was like in those like no homo, bro.
Yeah. But was it though? Because I wasn't sure.
Yeah, me either. That's the reason why I was kind of like, this has to be a joke. He's like, oh, why don't you come over here and kiss me? And Saeed was like, yeah, maybe later. And I was like,
I wasn't sure. Like, but again, because he's so weird and so creepy. I wanted him out. I don't know who he is, and I don't like him, and I want him gone.
And he kept calling himself God.
Yeah, he kept calling them gods. He's like,
I mean, is he even real? Is he even real?
I don't know.
Right? We don't know.
Shit.
Oh, like, good. Now we have a new Lori.
Yeah. Is he even real? Because he had that medical coat on and that stethoscope around his neck. I was like, are you even real?
But where would he be a part unless he was one of the people that what's her ass killed and Saeed witnessed it?
That's a new theory.
And also the fact that he kind of looked like Saeed. He kind of looked like his half brother or something. Or
I thought he looked like white, but I don't know.
No, white, like a white version of Saeed.
Oh.
The facial features, I was like, I'm not even sure if that guy is real. The way he's acting, the way he's talking, like.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is it like maybe like a colleague friend of his or something? Like before the apocalypse? I don't know.
No, I'm latching onto this right now.
Yeah.
I need to.
Don't look him up. I don't want to know. Don't do it. I don't want to know. Don't spoil me for the fact that this guy is actually real when I don't want him to be.
Yeah, because when you ended up talking about doctors being guards and all of that stuff, I'm like, Saeed is already going through some sort of existential crisis. Mm-hmm. He doesn't need more of this on him.
Right?
So yeah, I was like, this isn't real. This is weird.
Oh, he's not white. You're right. The actor who plays him is Latino.
Yeah, that's why I said like he looked like Saeed. So that's why I think that it might be some sort of projection or something.
God,
wow. Yeah, he is.
I like this. I like this. This is like your new theory that I am adopting. So
yeah, because they looked too similar. The facial features, I was like,
Okay, well, I'm not going to tell you what I just learned then.
No. What? Shut your face. No, I don't want to know.
Farid, I'll message you.
Yeah, DM me. Is my theory real?
Do you really want to know? But here's the thing, like, they could be misleading us, y'all. They could be misleading us.
Well, if you've read the comics, then you already know.
He's in the... Okay. Oh, so he's a character in the comics.
But he's not a doctor. He's not a doctor in the comics. He's a lieutenant at Hilltop, it says.
Okay, so I don't even think that's necessarily the same person then.
Yeah. They could have only been using the same name.
Yeah, exactly. Which they've done before. Like in this show, they've absolutely taken like names from the comics and transposed them onto Carol. First of all, Carol.
Yeah.
her story was literally completely different starting in like season 2.
Dante is the guy who's in love with Maggie.
Yeah, then it's not.
And he's Hispanic. No, it does say he's in love with Maggie. He says he's a lieutenant of the Hilltop Colony and he's Hispanic American.
Okay, so
I'm just saying.
But that's what I'm saying. They transposed like his name and his like ethnicity, I guess, on this random fucking doctor. Whatever. I'm with
and the entire thing looked so out of place, even for a Walking Dead episode, That's why I was like, yeah, there's something going on here.
It was also super weird that he like appeared out of nowhere and was like, I heard the baby crying from so far away. He's like kind of like a robot, like, and then he's like, you're looking at my mouth weird, Saeed. Is Saeed bi? Like, that's the other thing. Like, is Saeed bi? Because like I can also get behind that, but like I'm not. I'm getting behind Saeed being bi and actually like maybe like I know at that point it was like he was focusing on it because of his PTSD shit, but like the way he like reacted to Dante's reaction was also a little bit like awkward, like. So, like, I will get behind Saeed being bi, and I will get behind Dante actually being, like, an illusion. I will not get behind him being a real person because I hate it.
Yeah, it doesn't make sense. He didn't look like a real person.
No, he didn't.
He didn't act like a real person. So that's because that's why I don't want Saeed to be part of this show, because I think they're going to exploit PTSD, and they're going to do some very weird stuff with Saeed.
Yeah, I agree.
But you know what? Yeah, we'll find out eventually. Let's see. Yeah.
So other theories?
Carol and Alpha needs to happen. Carol needs to kill Alpha. It's been too long. They need to fight it out. Because I think this show is building up to something, especially that last scene where Alpha looked up at Carol and Carol like looked at her directly. These two need to fight.
Yeah, I couldn't tell if that was Alpha realizing that they crossed the border.
I mean, yes, that's exactly what it is.
Yeah. And Carol has made it like she's made it obvious that she isn't going to follow the rules. Yeah. Why can't Carol just wear a zombie skin mask and go into their camp and start killing them all?
Seriously.
She's done this before when she ended up saving Rick. Why isn't she doing it again? Like, go alone, go in there and start killing everyone.
It's not like they don't have fucking guns and arrows and shit. Just whatever. No, you know what? We're gonna move on, and we're gonna go to other gripes and what the fucks, because like I'm so confused about something. We're just gonna move on to the Whisperers have a nuclear weapon. Was Michonne referring to like they have a herd that they can like use, or did I miss something?
I think she was referring to the herd, because otherwise it makes no sense.
Okay, yeah, because I was like,
secretly a crossover with Z Nation.
That's just such a dumb but that's a bad comparison. That's not a nuclear weapon, for fuck's sake. There's no fallout.
They have a secret weapon.
I mean, refer to it as literally they have an army.
They have a herd. They have a herd. That's enough. She could have just said they have a herd.
They have a nuclear. Again, did I miss something?
No, I was very confused as well.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah, it better be a herd, because Alpha. Oh no! I mean, do they have a nuclear weapon?
To be fair, we don't know. We don't know what the fuck they're doing with the show, because after Fear the Walking Dead, it's we have no idea. Like with Fear the Walking Dead, we have no idea how they ended up halfway, where they ended up. Then they kind of piece it out to us throughout the fucking season. Maybe they do have a nuclear goddamn weapon, and they're just going to reveal it to us piece by piece throughout this season, because I don't know anymore. I don't trust anything about this show. I don't trust them. I don't trust anything.
I mean, who knows? I mean, there is a very high possibility that they do have a nuclear weapon of some kind.
Anyway, so I'm just going to real quick go through my other gripes and what the fucks, because I just have a lot of them. Judith voiceover on the recap at the beginning. Nobody wants to hear that.
Nobody wants to hear that gremlin talk.
My God, the writing.
She's a troll.
Yeah. My God, the writing on this show, how is it so bad? That flirting scene with Luke and Jules or whatever her name is
Oh.
beyond painful. Nobody talks to people like that, even in the apocalypse. Sorry, not so. Like, honestly, I think, like, in the apocalypse, you go from, like, there's no such thing as, like, tee hee hee, I'm flirting with you. There's, like, bitch, I like you, let's fuck. Right? Like, I'm sorry, but, like, are you really gonna wait and flirt with somebody?
Unless you're bisexual, and then nobody makes the move.
But anyway,
Sorry, my eye is like leaking.
Also, yeah, I already said that. Oh, what the fuck is with the title card nonsense? Like, they've done it before, but they don't do it every episode, so it's super stupid. And why do they bother with it at all?
It reminds me of do you remember whenever we made the gang ruins Alexandria safe zone picture that one time? Yeah, it's like, why don't you just go ahead and do that and then just slap the It's Always Sunny Philadelphia music over it? Like,
oh my God.
The gang puts out a forest fire. Like, I mean, come
on. Okay, wait. Side note. We need to get together on this.
Yes, we do.
Get together.
Oh
my God. Okay, so yeah, nobody knows if the Whisperers actually have a nuclear weapon. We're assuming they don't, and it's referring to the herd, but regardless, fucking stupid. Anybody else? Farid?
Does Judith not know that the person in the story is her dad?
She does.
So why isn't she telling RJ that?
Because he's a little I think it's because I understood it because whenever he asks her because RJ asks her something and Judith kind of glances up at Michonne, obviously she knows. By the way, I googled the Whisperer's nuclear weapon and it's symbolic, not literal.
Oh, okay.
Okay. I mean, I kind of figured that, but again, bad comparison. A nuclear weapon has legit fallout.
Anyway, they're worried about radiation whenever they were because Eugene was like, I need this satellite for my research. Beep barp, meep morp, I'm a robot. I'm gonna put the baby inside it and see what happens.
And send it to space.
Oh
That's what Eugene is doing. It's actually measuring the baby to figure out how to send it to space one day.
I don't understand. I really hope that thing actually gives us some answers. Or I don't know. But yeah.
Also, why was Darren's daughter invited to the kids' party?
Farid, you were so hung up on Gracie. I actually think that Gracie was the little girl that was sitting next to Alpha's daughter. What is her name? Katie? Cherished? What's her name?
Yeah, who knows? Who cares?
Lydia?
Lydia, yeah. Lydia, okay. I think that she may have been a little girl that was
Katie? Cherish?
I don't
know. Harmony?
This is how much I care about this Kelsey. I don't know. Ric Flair.
Regina George.
Regina. That's why her hair is so big. It's full of whisperers. Oh my gosh, Mean Girls Walking Dead crossover. I just imagine Daryl holding a tiny purse and wearing the dress over his redneck clothes, and he's just I'm a mouse, duh, and he points at his head. And anyway,
oh my, Daryl on the bike looking at Carol, and he's like, "Get in, bitch! We're going.
Get in, bitch! We're going pirating." I can't. I can't. No, Regina George. If we're talking about the bad guys.
I'm starting a conversation about this on Twitter, and I expect you guys to input your
Regina George is Negan, I think. Because he's the baddest one. And I think that I've got to think about this now.
Whatever. We'll talk about it later.
Yeah,
but
okay. I can't
yeah,
believe
I was actually waiting for Aaron's daughter to show up. Is she even alive? Like, why doesn't Aaron take care of her more?
she's probably in like they probably have like a child ranch or whatever. Like a daycare or something, a school. That's what I'm thinking of. That they like
a child ranch.
Like a petting zoo. You just go there and pat your kid for a few minutes and then walk away.
Eugene is in charge of it. Eugene measures all the children.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
And then I actually ended up laughing at that scene where Aaron went through that gays who dead list with Michonne.
Yeah.
He did.
Eric's dead. Jesus dead.
Where's Tara? Tara wasn't mentioned.
No.
They did. They mentioned Tara at some point. Yeah, they did.
Yeah, it was so weird.
Tara would have liked this or something like that.
And was there something going on between Aaron and Jesus because he was very upset about Jesus dying? He compared it. He compared.
Oh yeah,
Jesus
they were
to
absolutely fucking. Let's be real.
But how?
We just didn't get to see it.
How?
Aaron, get dicked down by Jesus, TM.
They just slip a coin every time.
He's the closest with the Lord he's ever been. I'm gonna get struck by lightning in a
Don't, Bekah, don't. I mean, did they like flip a coin every time they decided to do it? Because
here we go again.
Yeah. How are you supposed
to?
And also, this episode tried to be so deep. With Aaron and Sean talking about who are the bad guys. Are we the bad guys? Are we the good guys?
No, literally though, like literally Aaron was like spewing some live, laugh, love, like like I'm like Facebook meme, like I'm always the bad guy in someone's story.
And
like,
I was like, Aaron, you need some good D because your mind isn't stable. You need to go and hook up with Sadiq. Or something, or Said, or whatever his name is.
Oh shit, it is Sadiq, isn't it? Oh my god, I was referring to him as Said, and I'm thinking of Lost.
Because, like, I don't know, I think it's because Farid's name is Farid.
No. Let's be real, I was being racist.
Oh.
Like, unintentionally so, but... I was thinking of like a character. The names Sadiq, Said, like they start with the same fucking two letters. You know.
I mean, even I was confused. Like,
okay, thank you.
Okay, that makes us feel less racist.
Because we were talking about Said as well.
Listen, I am a fucking white person. Like, I do my best here.
Yeah, Aaron needs to hook up with Sadiq. If Sadiq is like,
if he's bi.
Yeah, if he's conjuring up these men in his hallucinations, he needs to go and hook up with Aaron.
I agree. Also, I would love the idea of like an actual bi man on this show.
That would be lovely. Okay, so Carol putting out the fire with the Walker blood. What the actual fuck? Like that was I mean, only Carol could do that. If any other character had done that, I would have been like, okay, this is stupid. You're stupid. But it was dumb.
How did it even work?
I don't know, because apparently that Walker has enough blood in its body to extinguish that. Like, look, blood is wet, but blood is not. Well, it is water, actually. I don't know.
Like you said, only Carol could have managed.
Yeah, only like it's like whenever Carol shut the gas tank outside of Terminus and exploded it. Like only Carol. If anybody else had done that, I would have been like, "This is so fucking stupid." But it's Carol. I was like, "Yeah."
Hashtag only Carol.
Hashtag only Carol. Because like other than that.
Also, why are these people growing out their hair?
Why are they, or why are they not?
Why are they all growing out their hair?
Because their barber died. I don't fucking know. Because Daniel was there and Daniel left.
No.
He was fucking dead.
No.
Yes.
No.
Yes.
No. Daniel is never.
Yeah,
please.
Like growing your hair makes no sense in the zombie apocalypse.
You're right. It doesn't.
We actually talked about this
I literally like I wrote a zombie novel, and the first thing my character does is chop all of her hair off.
Yeah, because we talked, I think it was
rough, like just take a fucking pair of kitchen scissors and chop all your hair off. Nobody won. Like my hair right now is like almost all the way down to my butt. How stupid would this be if I was in the zombie apocalypse? Like, no, I could put it in a bun on my head, or I could just cut it all off and never have to wash it.
Like Maggie did, because Maggie chopped her hair off.
Mm-hmm.
Also, did Luke call Eugene Eugenius?
Yes. No, wait. He called him Eugene. I think he called him either Eugenius or he called him eugenics. Something like that.
Eugenius. I think he called him Eugenius.
Luke has lost weight. I noticed. The actor who plays him.
Yeah, he did. Oh my God, what's his name?
Dan Fogel.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm just going to move on from that before I talk about personal stories that shouldn't be talked about. Okay, so do we have any other gripes or what the fucks before we...
The next episode is going to only focus on Alpha, and they're going to introduce Gamma, I guess.
Who? Oh, Gamma.
Yeah, they're going to introduce her in the next episode.
Okay.
I mean, there are way too many characters right now. They need to start killing people.
Again.
Yeah. There are too many characters.
Well, that's not usually a problem this show has, but it's like, I feel like the past, the last season of The Walking Dead, and then also this season of Fear the Walking Dead, they're like afraid to kill characters. They really are. Because every time they do, they lose viewers.
Yeah.
Let's be real.
Yeah.
Like every time they kill a major character, they lose viewers.
Yeah. The only character I still think that they shouldn't have killed was Carl. Carl should have been alive.
Yeah. I mean, obviously I have my own personal feelings about who should not have died. But that was back when the show was decent-ish, so.
I mean, I have a lot of feelings about a lot of that too. Like honestly, they ruined Andrea's character. They ruined her. Like,
is Andrea your Beth? We talk about her every episode.
No, not every episode. I mean, like honestly, it's been a while, but like they really did. They fucking ruined her. And like even in the comics, like I was meh about her death in the comics, but at least she stuck around and like had a shit that she was able to do. I don't know.
Oh, also, I have to say, like this, I had this thought because I was thinking about how Michonne became the new Andrea, and then I was thinking about Michonne and Ezekiel, and that led me to the path of Ezekiel and Carol. Carol is she's a stone cold bitch.
She is
whenever Ezekiel was like, "Hey, what's up?" She was just like, "Deuces, bitch," like, and immediately like ran to Daryl or ran into Daryl's arms, and I'm like, I understand that. Like, you're gonna want to see your best friend, and like you're not engaged to Ezekiel anymore. Like, I get it, but like I was just like, ooh, that's cold.
Oh, Carol is a psychopath. That's why I like her.
Yeah, she really, Carol is just, she's the one character I think that has stayed pretty even, more or less, I think.
Minus her one like Morgan induced shutdown. Ugh.
Yeah, well, Morgan has that effect on people. So he has that effect on people on the show. Like my general personal well-being and my spiritualness. Morgan needs to have his chakras aligned with a chainsaw. And I honestly don't know. I'm talking about my ass at this point. But no, and then like Daryl and Carol go off into the woods and he makes her little friendship bracelet. And like the only gentleness I ever see from Carol is whenever she's with Daryl. And everybody was like, "Oh, I want Carol and Daryl together." Like, no, like these two
that's
are
not happening.
No, these two are the dynamic duo. Like they're like the only ones that I could see writing out the apocalypse.
I can see like looking back at like season
Yeah.
2
Yeah.
and wanting that. Like I get why people shipped it. I do. I really do. Like especially like I rewatched like the earlier seasons of Walking
When
Dead
she was like
about a year ago, I
she's
think.
like, oh, let's go or go down. He's like, I'll go first, and she's like, even better, and he's like, stop.
Yeah, no, but I mean, but back then it was like a really sweet, like they're both just two so like super broken people, and I think, and I honestly think, especially in fandom, that is what a lot of us kind of congregate to, is like wanting these two broken people to fix each other, or to be able to fix each other.
Now, I think, like, kind of piggybacking off that, I think that in a way they are two broken characters who have come together, but not in a way that's like romantic. I think that they both have taught each other so much. And I know what you're saying, but I'm just saying that like people who are just like, Carol and Daryl forever, and I'm just like, look, like they have been through so much together. Like he's like a little lost puppy, and and they automatically gravitate towards each other.
Mm-hmm.
Like even they even talk about being best friends. Like he's in a crowd of people, he's always going to look for Carol. He's always going to go to Carol first, and I think that because like Rick was kind of that person for a while for him, but Carol always was like over Rick as far as friendship goes.
Mm-hmm.
But
no, I agree, and that's I like that they went that way with their relationship. Like it's one of the very few things that they have done well consistently throughout the years.
Yeah, I will say that Carol and Daryl, just their discourse, their talking, even though it was kind of silly this episode, I did enjoy it. I did enjoy them talking and joking, and it seemed genuine and sweet, and I think that
they're basically the only original characters left, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Michonne is
Daryl.
season 3.
Yeah.
Daryl, Carol, and
these two, only those two.
Fucking Judith is pre-Michonne.
The Atlanta crew. Yeah, well, from the original Atlanta crew.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah. But that's what I'm saying. If you're talking season 1, that's all we've got.
Yeah.
Yeah. Let's see what happens. Yeah. I just don't want Carol to end up being jealous when Ezekiel hooks up with Michonne.
I don't think she will. I think that Carol has completely like cut him off. She's one of those bitches that's just like, and I mean that lovingly, who's just kind of is like, Tara and I have a friend kind of like that, who's just like, all right, well, this person is, move on, cut him off and move on. And I don't think she's going to be jealous at all. I think she's going to be like, yo, I can see that I heard Ezekiel, but like, that's not my problem now. Michonne can, whatever. I think that's what's going to happen, but.
Yeah. And I'm also interested to see how they're going to write out Michonne and the kids.
Oh, wait. Are they writing out Judith and RJ?
Who knows? That's what I'm like interested to see. Is she going to take the kids with her?
Maybe she takes Maggie's place?
Is she going to keep the kids in the petting zoo? What's she thinking? What's she going to do?
The Child Ranch is going to hog tie him and throw him on the back of her saddle? Yeah. No, Judith has to stick around to be some kind of like a weird ass North Star bullshit for Negan.
Is she going to take RJ with her because that's her real son?
Oh wow, Farid. Okay. Okay, Farid. Farid, okay.
Anyway. Do we have any other gripes, what the fuck moments, theories before we move on to
the biggest theory from my side is that Dante is not real.
I like it, man. I like it. I'm down with it.
I have. Dante isn't real.
I'm down with it.
It's Siddiq's repressed bisexuality coming out because of trauma.
Yes.
Repressed bisexuals, Farid.
Oh, you know what? Oh God. Dante is Latin American and Rosita is Latin American. Siddiq has a type.
Oh my God. I'm gonna throw my computer on the ground.
Sadiq has a type.
He does. He
That's
does.
true. He does.
Even his imaginary boyfriends are Latin American.
He's like the male version of Rosita. Although I can't imagine Rosita being like, "We're gods, love. Why are you looking at my mouth?"
Oh my
Yeah,
God,
That whole thing
ugh.
is so weird and creepy. And like, yes, this is why I'm with you on this, because like otherwise it's still just so weird and creepy, and I don't.
yeah,
like
it's yeah. I'm saying like he's Latin American. It's Sadiq's repressed bisexuality. He ended up knocking a woman who doesn't want it. He's dying inside. He needs to find Aaron, but I guess white guys. Sadiq doesn't like white guys or something.
Yeah, that's fine.
Yeah, it
To be
happens.
fair, white men are awful.
Okay, you said it.
Zuckerberg can't get me. I mean, look, I'm just, yeah.
But yeah, that's my own theory. Let's see what happens with it.
All right, plans for future webcasts involving the bitch. We always say this. We never actually do this. Because the problem is we're constantly, and now we're screwed because there's another show coming out. Like,
There ain't no rest for the wicked because the Walking Dead don't stop.
no, it never stops. I hate it. I hate it with every fiber of my being. So I guess like honestly, like our future plans are kind of scrapped because we're gonna have to cover this new show too. But like eventually, sure, I mean we'll do comics and best and worst. Like we've already started the documents for these things. We just have to find a time to do them.
Yeah.
So
I mean,
I do like the idea of the biggest baddie showdown. See, what I'm thinking of though is like a oh my God, it's like a thing, like
It's like a bracket. They're
a
brackets.
bracket. Thank you, a bracket.
Yeah.
I want a bracket. I don't think we need to do a webcast about it. I think
No.
we just need to
I
put
know.
together a bracket.
That's what I meant. Oh, I'm sorry. I thought it said future involving the Walking Dead. But no, the biggest baddie, and like we need to start with like the weaklings. Well, no, all of them actually, because like
No, yeah, you start with all of them. Yeah, we're gonna have to figure out some sort of map for this stuff. But like, yeah, I love the idea of a bracket. I do, especially now. Like, I'm assuming I think we're just gonna have to do straight up Walking Dead. I don't think we can include Fear the Walking Dead because like that's too much like meshing. But like. There's a lot of bads in Walking Dead. Like you think back to like season 1, like Shane, he's a bad.
oh, that's right.
technically.
Yeah.
Like
Shane is the bad, the governor,
The Terminus people.
Terminus Mary. Her name is Mary.
Yeah.
Gareth. Because
And then those people that were eating who were they? Were the Terminus people? Or
yeah,
were
that
they-
was the Terminus people. But
Yeah.
there was a bunch of like there were others between like there were
Yeah,
others in
yeah.
there. Like you could even technically say that like
Dawn the cop,
yeah,
Sorry.
she was awful.
and the other guy, what was his name? I forgot. The cop that tried to assault Beth. Forgot his name.
Yeah, it's going to be a very odd bracket situation, and I think in the end it's going to be pretty obvious that it's going to be like Negan and like Alpha, but like
Yeah.
I what I think we need to do is make sure that Negan and Alpha don't come up against each other.
Oh, that would be good.
Anyway,
Carol is a
So-
baddie as well. I would put
Yeah.
her there.
I would put her there too.
Yeah. She's a bad girl at heart.
She did kill some people.
Yes, she did. Burned them alive.
And made those weird casseroles and oh shit, that's right. I totally forgot that Carol burned those people. Oh
Yeah.
wow.
Karen,
Karen and David.
Yeah, she burned them.
Yeah. Speaking of the most useless, worst deaths ever. Tack.
So wrap up recommendations.
I finished. I honestly don't remember if I said this, but I read a really great book. I think I talked about this maybe the last one that we did, Wilder Girls by Rory Power. It's excellent. I talked about that already? Okay.
Yeah.
Well, it was a perfect book. It was really great. She has another one coming out next year. I forgot the name of it. Also fucking watch Letterkenny. Like the season 7 is coming out on the 14th in the US. It's coming out on the 10th on Crave TV. But Letterkenny is so good. Like it's the dumbest show, but it's so good. It's so good.
Honestly, I'll second that. I have not. I'm only still, I think, on season 3 of Letterkenny, but like I'll second Letterkenny. I will also say Schitt's Creek again. I'm pretty sure I said that once before. Reading wise, I've been reading the Stormlight Archives by Brandon Sanderson. They're pretty good. It is very high fantasy. So like if you don't like high fantasy, you won't like it. To be honest, I'm actually not a huge high fantasy fan as much as I love Game of Thrones. I think Game of Thrones is a different level.
Well, there's a difference between being like high fantasy with like unicorns and stuff and being like,
well, I mean, I think my and I say Game of Thrones, I mean like Song of Ice and Fire, the book series. Like, I see some similarities between the Stormlight Archives and Song of Ice and Fire, but like Song of Ice and Fire is very dark and like it doesn't have this like. I really don't like weird, complex magic systems. Like it's why no, Lord of the Rings is not complex at all.
okay.
Yeah, are you fucking kidding me?
Yeah.
Lord of the Rings is simpleton shit, to be honest. Like I love it.
Do not disrespect.
I'm not
disrespect J.R.R. Tolkien.
No. I am not disrespecting his world or his languages, like, or anything like that. Like, but it is not a complex system. It is very black and white. Like he was super Catholic, and like, like Martin, you know, his world is more realistic, and that's what really attracted me to it in the first place. The Stormlight Archives is very. It's not even that it's like I like the characters and stuff. I don't know how I feel about the world. Like I feel the world building is very forced, and I think that's what I don't like about it. Like. And when I say I don't like, I mean, I'm still very ensconced in these books right now. If you love high fantasy, you will love these books. I would say I'm at like a 70% Rotten Tomatoes rating with these books. I enjoy them, but it's also not necessarily my thing. Like somebody tried to get me... Elliot, into the Mazatlan Chronicles, and I hated them. It was literally like reading a fucking D&D campaign, and it's like, I'll play D&D, but I don't want to read a goddamn D&D campaign. So like it was like we're throwing our cards, and here is exactly what our magic system is, and here's 600 pages describing our magic system, and here's 600 pages describing what we're doing. Exactly, like. This is a good balance between like that sort of high fantasy that I hate and like the Song of Ice and Fire high fantasy that I love. So it's good if you really love high fantasy. Like I'm into it. 70%.
70%.
I like this. That's all my life is right now. Is literally like that because I have nothing else going on.
My recommendation is Seis Menos, the new animated show on Netflix. It has this Latinx cast, and it's a mesh between supernatural and martial arts. Jamie wrote a review about it. It's good. The fight choreography is very, very good. I also did a reaction to the finale. It's only 8 episodes long, with each episode being like 20 minutes. And yeah, I like the character designs because one of the leads is a woman. She's like the eldest in a tree. Like there are like 3 siblings, two boys, 1 girl. and she's a martial arts like master. And the thing that I liked about her is that she actually has muscle mass on her. So when she's fighting, it kind of makes sense that she is able to do the stuff that she's able to do. She's not this like zero size model trying to kill people. But yeah, go watch it. It's fun. Yeah.
Is it subbed or dubbed?
Oh, it's in English.
Oh, okay.
It's in English. Yeah. But it's good.
So what are we all doing for the next couple weeks?
Yeah. I'm just working on my novel. It's coming out like in late October or early November. So it's going through the last round of edits. But yeah, nothing
Nice.
more.
I discovered TikTok. Look, it's awesome. It's so fun. It's cute. The geeky area.
It's basically wine.
What? Oh,
It's
yeah.
Wine 2.0.
Yeah, it's like Vine, but it's like Musical.ly, and Vine had a baby because it used to be Musical.ly. But no, TikTok, like I was very, very resistant to it at first, but then one of Tara's and my friends is like, look, it's super fun, it's super cute, and like taught me how to use it, and I'm just like, I'm gonna make TikToks for the rest of my life. But then I have Holiday Matsuri coming up in December, but I don't have anything like coming up other than going to the Ren Fair next month with Tara.
Yeah, I'm at LA Comic-Con this coming weekend, but like literally probably for a day. That's not really why I'm going to LA. We don't need to talk about anything about that. But I'm going to LA Comic-Con for a day this weekend, and then Ren Fair in November, and that's about all I got until, next year, which mostly I'm just Ice and Fire Con. So
well,
anyway,
we're like at 2 hours, so we talked.
Well, to be fair,
we
did have an entire half a season of Fear the Walking Dead and a episode of The Walking Dead to talk about. So
that's true.
My God.
Okay. So are we good? Are we done? Have we talked about everything? Have we exhausted our bitching and our salt?
I think so.
All right, the salt mine will continue. When is going to be our next episode? Do we know? Is it going to be
2 weeks?
2 weeks? Okay.
2 weeks. So it'll be. Oh God, hold on. I can't even get and I got a new phone and I can't figure it out, y'all.
It'll be the 21st.
The 21st.
Okay. All right. So I am Bekah along with Farid and Tara. Thank you again for joining us while we bitch about stuff and things with the Bitching Dead. Please follow the Bitching Dead and the Geeky Area on Twitter. We are also on Facebook as well. The Bitching Dead and the Geeky Area. Remember, we are a free webcast, one off of donations from viewers like you. Thank you for contributing and helping our host site, the Geeky Area. We'll see you in 2 weeks.
Yay! Have a good night, y'all.
Are we still